and welcome to Patti Knits and Spins. I'm Patti. You can find me on Ravelry as Pattisand. I have a group, Patti Knits and Spins podcast. I'm also Pattisand631 on Instagram, so follow me there. Today is December 26th, 2014. This is episode 49, Snowing. On today's show, I will open up with some administration. I have some works in progress. I have a finished object. I have some purchases, Alaska fun fact, and whatever else crosses my mind. So, sit back, relax, grab your beverage of choice, your craft of choice, and let's chat. I'd also like to say thank you if you're a new viewer for coming in and checking me out. I hope you stay and you will subscribe to my page. If you're a returning viewer, I really appreciate you coming back week after week. This has been a lot of fun and I'm still enjoying doing it, so I think there will be more in the new year. Administration! There is still the thread for the December finished object, so please put your finished object in the finished object thread. I only ask that you are a member of the group, and I will do a random.org for a $10 or less pattern that is giftable on Ravelry, and I will be closing that on the 31st or the 1st, probably the 1st. There is also the Ask Patti Alaska question. You can either ask me a personal question and I'll try to answer, or an Alaskan question. That is going to be for the Pattiversary gift, and I'm going to be closing that on the 2nd and start giving you guys some of the answers to the questions. That one is also a $10 or less giftable pattern on Ravelry, and I do ask that you are a member of the group for both of those. I'm also co-hosting a knit along with Handspun, starting probably February 15th and going through to April 15th. Yes, the dreaded tax day for us in America. I would love to see your handspun. If you spin, you can handspin and knit a project. Right now I don't have any prizes for that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but let's still have some time to think about it. I probably will not do any more prizes for a little bit on the finished object thread, but I will throw a finished object thread every month, so because I really like looking and seeing what you guys are doing. Yeah, I think that's all I have for administration, so let's get on with the rest of the show. Works in progress. This work in progress is going to look very familiar. In fact, it was a finished object not that long ago, but I didn't really like how it fit, so I decided to frog it and start it again. Let me get that out. This is my hand spun out of the Nitty and Color. It was one of her bats, and this was the Grape Pumpkin. I got 220 yards of a 2-ply, and here it is. I made a barley hat with it, and I'm redoing the barley hat. So this is how far I've got so far. It was really big around my head and kind of short. I did stop it too soon, so this time I'm going to go ahead and make it slouchy and just go for it. And this is what the barley hat looks like. I know everybody's probably seen it, by Tin Can Knits. I started this on a size 6, 4.0 millimeter, and I am now up to an 8, which is a 5 millimeter. So here it is again. And I'm enjoying the knitting of that because it's very, very mindless. You just have to remember to purl when you need to purl and knit when you need to knit. And that's still in the Christmas bag. It'll probably be changing out of the Christmas bag, or I'll just finish it this week and won't have to worry about it. The next thing on the needles is the hubby's birthday socks. These I'm not too sure. I may be changing the needle size. This is on a size 5, the 375, and he wanted a pair of worsted weight socks. So I just have a toe beanie. And I'm using, this is Eco Plus and the 0515 colorway. I had this left over from the sweater I knit him for our anniversary in September. So I think that I might have gone down too far, since that is a bulkier worsted weight. I don't think it's a true bulky weight or chunky weight. I think it's more of a heavy worsted. So I might have to go to like a size 6. I'm going to do a couple of more rows and see where I'm at, and then see if I like the fabric and go from there. The third thing on the needles is I finally decided to start that triangle shawl, but this one is more of a heart than a triangle, so it'll roll up this way. But I am changing stitches every color change, so there's not going to be too many. This is a loop bullseye bump. I have 410 yards. Yeah, 410 yards, and this colorway is Bermuda Triangle by Loop. And it has merino, nylon, and Angelina. So this is going to be fun. I'm enjoying the knit. It's mindless. I'll just have to think about what the next color change will be. So there's like a dark blue. I'm not really good with the blues. Like an aqua and a light blue, and then a really navy blue and still to go. And I am using a size 8, I believe. Let me look here. And of course I can't see it because of the glare here. Oh, actually, this is a size 9. Yeah, I think these are not. I don't know. I'm sorry. Bad podcaster. I don't remember what needle size this is. Let me try the old glasses. Nope, it's a size 8, a 5mm. So, I should know. I've just started this like 2 days ago. But I'm plugging along with that, and it's a lot of fun. Like I said, it's very, very mindless. This is what I was knitting on for Christmas dinner last night with the family. While they were all talking and watching, we were watching A Muppet's Christmas Carol. And I was knitting. It was a lot of fun. Finished objects. I finished the 12th pair of striped socks. So very, very happy. I didn't wear them last night. I decided I would wear a different pair, so I did not wear these. These are, I did these differently. This was I cast on 14, increased to 72 stitches, did a 3x1 rib, did a fish lips kiss heel, went all the way up, and then I did a 1x1 rib for 3 color repeats, so, 3 colored stripes. And they match up fairly well. I'm very happy. It's off just a little bit, but I can live with that. And these are going to be great socks for next year. I wanted to block them first before I wore them, so these will be my Christmas socks, wearing socks for next year. So that is all of my finished objects. Since I have been stitching like crazy, I am almost finished with that page. I cannot believe it. I think I can finish that page this week, and so on the 2nd I will show you guys what I've gotten finished in stitching. Purchases. Well, one of my, I'm sorry, let's back up. That yarn I just knit the socks out of was Red Heart, Heart and Soul in the Christmas colorway. So that was perfect. Sorry about that. Now, purchases. My Erin Mix Stuff spindle came in Christmas Eve. I was so very happy. That's what that. I really, really like it. I like that it is a cedar rainbow pencils with a walnut shaft. It is 0.95 ounces or 27 grams. The length is 9 inches and the whirl is 2¼ inches. I'm so happy. And this one is, I didn't know that, but it's domed in the inside. So it's very nice. I haven't spun with it yet. I've played a little bit with it, and I really, really like it. It's so, the shaft is nice and soft, and the colors are so beautiful. I really love it. I think it's going to be a great addition to my spindle collection. And the other thing that came in this week came in the date. This came in. Okay, I'm sorry, no. The fiber came in Christmas Eve. The spindle came the 23rd. I believe that's how that worked. I am still in the Into the World Classic Fiber Club. So if you have not gotten your December club, you may want to look away. But if not, this is called Flounce, and it is Corriedale. And I really love it. It's blue and purple, and then it's kind of like a tan, but yeah, it's really like an antique white, maybe even. And it's just gorgeous. And I like Corriedale, so this is going to be a fun spin. Now I've counted, and this is my 6th bump of fiber from Into the World this time. I may go for a couple of more months and then stop it, and like I said before, and then put my name back in there and hope for about a year. I like Chris's stuff, and I like having it, but I don't have a lot of room for fiber. Because fiber does take up more room than yarn does, because you don't want to smush it too much. And I won't crinkle anymore, and I'll put that away later. So that's all I have this week for the knitting and the crafting, but I do have one more Christmas decoration that I want to show you, since it is still December, and this is the last one. I used to do stained glass, and one year my husband found this, and he bought this for me for Christmas, and it usually never gets packed away. It goes in this yarn room. I have it on a shelf because the star is kind of loose on it, and I don't have my heating tool anymore to fix it. I fixed it once, and then I sold that heating tool and all my stained glass crafting to a gentleman who had had a heart attack, and he needed something to kind of keep him calm, so they purchased all of my sorry about the noise, the stained glass stuff. So he bought this for me, and I really enjoy it. So it sits on the TV stand, and it lights up, and the light shines through it, and it's really pretty. But this is the last ornament that always has to be out every Christmas. Our tradition is I leave the Christmas tree up until January 1st. So December 31st, I put $1 on the tree so that money will follow me into the new year. I'm not quite sure where that comes from. I know my mom used to do it, so I'm keeping up the tradition for us. And then the tree comes down on January 1st. I cannot stand having the tree up any longer than that. There were a couple of years where December 26th, the tree came down because I just couldn't stand to look at it anymore. But this year, since it was a later Thanksgiving, it's not so bad. But I did put everything else away. All the other decorations are gone in the boxes that they belong because I can't handle it. It needs to go, and it needs to go as soon as possible. So the tree I don't see because it sits behind me. So I think that's probably why the tree is still up. But I do like to have that tradition of the $1 on a tree. But I think that's all I have for you. It is snowing. We did get a white Christmas this year, besides already having snow. You saw the pictures in the front. The snow on the steps are just from last night. Everybody left here about 10:30 last night. And, so that's all new snow since then. The trees are beautiful. I love when that first, the snow, the first day after a good snow, and the trees are full of white. It's so pretty. The Alaska fun fact was I forgot to check what the sunrise and the sunset were today. So I've already missed the sunrise. It's probably getting close to setting here soon. But on December 21st, the sun rose at 10:58 a.m., set at 2:40 p.m. for a total of 3 hours and 40 minutes, which was a loss of 2 minutes since Friday, the 19th. So next week I will let you know how much we gained from the 21st, and then after that, like I said, I will also answer any of those questions. So, as a reminder, please keep putting in your questions. They can be questions for me or Alaska questions, that's fine. Put in your December finished projects. Think about what you'd like to knit for the hand-spun craft along. Well, you knit, crochet, weave, whatever. I think, though, that's all I have. I hope you guys have a great New Year's Day and New Year's Eve. Be very safe. No drinking and driving. That's not a good thing. We are going to be spending our New Year's Eve down at McCafferty's with the in-laws. They own a, oh darn, I hate when the words escape me. They own a coffee shop in downtown Fairbanks, and it's for the family, and we go down, there's a clock down the street from where they are, and we stand underneath the clock with streamers, and we wish each other a Happy New Year. We've done it at warm weather and cold weather, and let me tell you, that cold weather really gets you. You don't stay out very long when it's cold, but that's what I'm going to be doing for New Year's Eve. What are you guys going to be doing? Let me know. But it'll be fun because my kids show up, and Robbie's sister and her kids come, and we play cards, and we eat finger food and wait until 5 minutes to midnight. We walk down to where that's at, and we get people honking horns at us and waving, and it's a lot of fun. So, yeah, that's what we do New Year's Eve. Well, I hope you guys, like I said, have a safe and happy New Year's, and good things to you for the New Year to come. I hope we all have a really great New Year. I think that's all I have for you this week. I will have a surprise for you hopefully soon, and because Santa was very good to me this year. He really surprised the heck out of me and kind of made me cry, but I will be showing you that when it arrives. It is ordered, but I have not gotten any word from them about shipping dates or anything. Oh, and I also forgot to say in administration that the month of January I have been called to jury duty. So hopefully I won't get on a jury. Isn't that terrible? But I also am hoping, if I do, that it's not very long, because I can't take any crafting with me. So I'll only be reading my book instead. So yeah, I'm kind of sad. I can't even take, knitting needles to wait to see if I'm even on a jury, before they take you to the jury room. I've been called to jury duty several times, and I've gotten out of it because of kids. And the one time I did go, I sat for like a half an hour, 45 minutes. The clerk came in and said, well, they settled, so you can go. And that was it. So let's hope. Let's hope. It's kind of funny that I have jury duty for January, and my eldest child has jury duty for February. So that's kind of strange. Anyway, I guess that's all of the babbling for this week. Well, I hope that whatever you craft it to your heart's content, guys. See you next week. Bye.